The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services will freeze all child care payments to Minnesota. It's the agency. The White House saying, by the way, that
welcome in, everybody. Breaking news.
This is coming in light of growing scrutiny surrounding alleged.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for being here, Mike. Moderators, Whiskey Tango, ABC,
Minnesota.
JJ Baltu.
In fact, the Deputy Secretary for HHS, Jim O'Neill, just...
Guys, this is serious stuff with Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota. For those who've been following this is huge. Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, Tim Walz, who's going to be possibly the Vice President of the United States. And I'm going to give you my opinion why Kamala went after Walz and what they were trying to cover up. This is huge. Collecting taxpayers' funds in Minnesota. Allegedly, let me just say, allegedly, he's innocent before proven guilty. Governor Tim Walz, Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, and, the Somalians, and hello, Barbara, they need to be sent back. They didn't do the crime. You can't blame the Somalians. I want everybody to stay with me. I speak the facts. They need to be sent back. The trouble is the Democrats. This is huge. This started back. Well, come on in. We're going to talk about it. When did this start? Do you think this started a week ago, a month ago? No, I'm going to tell you when it started. But let's listen in a little bit and welcome. I just want to say hello to everybody, and then we'll listen in. Real quick, I'll just say hello to everybody, and then we're going to listen in. Hey, Happy New Year. It's not New Year yet, but we're right around the corner. God bless everybody. Appreciate you. Frank is in the house. This is huge. This is a big deal. This is another huge strike against the Democrat. Horrible, if it's true. Allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly because he is innocent. But let me bring everybody up to date. This is serious allegations. The child care, there's a great YouTuber out there who, God bless, who went out there and did some. Most of these child care are closed. Somalians have closed down. What's that show? That shows guilt. When did this happen? It happened during COVID. It happened during COVID. Remember all the fraud with unemployment? By the way, a lot of states messed that up. That's not what this video is about. We'll talk about that later. Fraud in a lot of states. Republican states, Democrat. Let's get that straight. Unorganized, whatever. But this particular fraud in Minnesota, Tim Walz as governor, started back in COVID. And Trump's saying, we don't want this. So he froze the child care funds to Minnesota over fraud allegations. Kash Patel and Trump, once again, thank goodness we don't have a Democrat president or vice president or anything else. Tim Walz could have been the vice president. Why did Kamala? Now it all makes sense. Because let's just say this. There was other Democrats that Kamala could have choose from. They were still lost, like in Pennsylvania. She and the Biden administration, all of Penn, went after Tim Walz because to cover all this up. Everything they do against Trump, 99.9%, if not 100%, is all lies. This is all coming out. Let's listen in.
This out. He says we have frozen all child care payments to the state of Minnesota.
Thank you, Mustang.
You probably read the serious allegations that the state of Minnesota has funneled millions of taxpayer dollars to fraudulent daycares across Minnesota over the past decade.
Whoa!
Today we have taken 3 actions against the blatant fraud that appears to be rampant in Minnesota and across the country.
Whoa!
Lays out a couple of bullet points. 1. I have activated our defend system for all ACF payments. Starting today, all ACF payments across America will require a justification and a receipt or photo evidence before we send money to a state. Number 2.
It's about time.
Alex Adams and I have identified the individuals in Nick Shirley's excellent work. I have demanded from Governor WALZ a comprehensive audit of these centers.
Yes!
This includes attendance records, licenses, complaints, investigations, and inspections. By the way, Nick Shirley is the independent reporter on YouTube and X that posted the video.
Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, allegedly, if Tim Walz was behind this, or he's too stupid. Either way, whether he was stupid or involved, in the chat, Democrats, Republicans, should he be in prison? Should Tim Walz be in prison? I'll go a little farther. Should Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, whatever her name is, she should be investigated and sent back to Somalia and send all the Somalians back. Now, on their defense, Somalians, they didn't do this. They wouldn't know how to do it. Could I hear people say, oh, Somalians did it? Ladies and gentlemen of the chat, let's get something straight. I would say the Somalians couldn't done it. Okay? They need to be sent back. Tim Walz, the governor, just like our governor, Steve Sisolak, in Vegas, where he fired directors on PUA and unemployment, he should be investigated. But anyhow, back to the topic. Tim Walz, if, these are allegations, but it's looking more and more whether he was stupid or he was in on it. Either way, he needs to go. If he was stupid, well, then he needs to be fired, impeached. If he was in on it, that's prison. This is fraud to the taxpayers. Now, a lot of you should probably say, well, this goes on in all states. Well, not like this. We're talking lots of money. So Donald Trump, once again, says, we'll freeze the child care funds in Minnesota over fraud allegations. He's got to go. Stupid. Then he needs to be impeached. In on it, prison. All right, let's listen in a little bit more.
That has sparked some extra renewed interest in this topic, if you will.
We're going to hear these guys talk.
Moving on to number 3, we have launched a dedicated fraud reporting hotline and email address at childcare.gov. Whether you are a parent, provider, or member of the general public, we want to hear from you. He says, we have turned off the money spigot and we are finding the fraud. Along with this post came a video. It's an announcement alongside Alice Adams.
Listen to this video, guys.
Secretary at the Administration for Children and Families. Let's play the video.
Hello, I'm HHS Deputy Secretary Jim O'Neill.
Thank you,
I'm here with
26.
Assistant Secretary Alex Adams. Alex oversees the Administration for Children and Families. Intrepid journalists have made shocking and credible allegations of extensive fraud in Minnesota's child care programs. We believe the state of Minnesota has allowed scammers and fake daycares to siphon millions of taxpayer dollars over the past decade.
My office, ACF, provides Minnesota $185 million in child care funds each year. That money should be helping 19,000 American children, including toddlers and infants. Any dollar stolen by fraudsters is stolen from those children. Yesterday, I spoke directly with the director of the Minnesota Child Care Services Office. She could not tell me with confidence whether those allegations of fraud are isolated or whether there's fraud stretching statewide.
Today, we have taken 3 direct actions against the blatant fraud that seems to be rampant in Minnesota. First, I have activated our Defend the Spend system for all ACF child care payments across America. Starting today, we require a justification, receipt, or photo evidence before we make a payment. Second, I've just signed and sent a demand letter to
Worldwide, somebody said.
I required a full 360 review of these centers. This includes attendance records, licenses, complaints, investigations, and inspections.
And third, we've launched a dedicated fraud reporting hotline and email address at childcare.gov. Whether you're a parent, a provider, a member of the public, we want to hear from you. Let me be crystal clear. ACF expects every state to uphold the highest standards of oversight, monitoring, and accountability for federal dollars.
Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate sponsorships today, by the way. Thank you.
Minnesota is no exception.
We're committed to holding bad actors accountable. Regardless of rank or office, anyone who's involved in perpetrating this fraud against the American people should expect to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
All right, that video was posted on X just moments ago.
Frank, have a good night.
If we hear any sort of response from officials in Minnesota.
Here's the season for savings.
Sorry.
To Team Ford's deep December savings.
Here's the situation, guys. If this was involving one of us on here, all of us, we'd be in prison. And this is serious allegations, allegedly. I'll continue to say allegedly on YouTube because it has to be proven guilty. I'm sure Tim WALZ has his attorneys and Ion Omar. Somalians, they should be sent back. Trump's right on that, okay? This has been going on since COVID. 2020, 2019, when all the fraud and the Medicaid and people needed it. So there was a YouTube guy and FBI. They went into the child care. Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Closed down. They're all closed. Trump. Thank you. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for supporting Donald Trump. Thank God we have Donald Trump. Appreciate that. Thank you. And that there's guilt. They're closing down. I'm going to see if I can show the video of this YouTube without getting in any kind of copyright. Let me see here. What we got here. Let's see what we got.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us.
Here we got. I can't.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Dee Gatton, and we begin with the Minnesota fraud investigation thickening as we speak, as more boots are on the ground across the state, and federal funding now frozen. Let's go straight to Ryan Smith at the live desk with those new developments tonight. Ryan.
Yeah, new fraud fallout we are tracking here tonight in Minnesota. The Department of Health and Human Services just announcing late tonight a freeze on all child care payments to Minnesota. Now that comes out to about $185 million in that federal.
Whoa! Here's the YouTuber guy. 185. Shout out to this YouTuber. Shout out to this YouTuber. Good for him. What a smart young man. And let me tell you something. Kash Patel better do his job. Right? I've been a little hard on Kash Patel. You know, I'm a big Trump supporter, but I've been off and on. And the pipe bomber situation, that's been off and on. And now he's saying he was a Trump supporter. That's all bullshit. You know, thank you for the donation. How's $54.99? Appreciate it. Thank you for sponsoring today's live. This is big. We got to cover this. These Democrats have lost their mind. Majority of them. Oh, Republicans do too. And Trump will take care of anybody. He don't care if you're Elon Musk or if you're Republican or Democrat. So this governor, Tim WALZ, I never liked him. In Italian, he's scazziato. Unorganized. And my opinion, Kamala, you're fired. Get out of here. She went after Tim WALZ to be vice president for one reason. And that one reason is she knew about this. Well, Biden didn't know what the hell was going on, his left hand, right. But they knew about this, and they were hoping that they beat Trump, and this would all be washed away. Now, somebody said it happens in a lot of states, and guess what? That person's right. It happens in a lot of states. Lots of fraud. Unemployment was so unorganized. PUA, unemployment, people paying it back. We were in a pandemic. That was bullshit. The whole pandemic. I'm getting off topic. But this is serious allegations. So Trump has frozen. You're not getting anything in Italian. Ungats. You, ladies and gentlemen, you understand that this Democrat Party we have now, not 20 years ago, but what we have now, and what's brewing with AOC and Ihan, Omar, and the rest of, a lot of them, Bernie, well, they're corrupted. Everybody asking me $8.6 billion this year. Everybody asking me, hey, Sal, what about the mob? We still have mob? Yeah, they're out there. You're not going to see any of all that. But they're not the mob. The mob gives back. This Democrat Party is shit. So when you go to vote for midterms, ladies and gentlemen, think about what's going on right here. Think about it. Think about the corruption. All the corruption's on the Democrats, not on Trump. And if you're new to the channel, we appreciate you liking, subscribing. And Trump's not perfect, a hell of a lot better than what the hell is going on the other side. It's nuts. And it's affecting our taxpayer money. And yes, it does happen in other states. And they should do a thorough investigation on all of them. I don't care if they're Republican. I don't care if I voted for them. This is illegal. This is a crime. I don't care if they're Republican, Democrat, Tim Walz. But he's in trouble. He is in deep shit. This is serious. Even CNN. Fake news CNN. Obama did this. You know, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Obama started all this mess. See, a lot of people say, I still think Barack Obama is the worst president. I see second to worst. He is the worst. But yes, billions of dollars. You imagine that, Mike? Hey, thank you, moderators, for being here tonight. Thank you all. Let's listen a little bit more on the Minnesota fraud case facing widespread backlash. Widespread. They thought they'd get away with it. You know why? They thought they can beat Donald Trump. And guess what? Trump won in a knockout. He knocked Kamala out. It all makes me wonder, why didn't Kamala go after the astronaut Cooper in Arizona, or the guy? She had other candidates to go. They still would have lost. But it all makes sense. Thank you, Hoss. $54.99. Appreciate it. Sending love to the ocean, Lavender and Max. Thank you. Appreciate it, Holly. Thank you. Thank you. Whiskey Tango, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate the donations. We really do. We're able to forward this off to the homeless people that we help out here. See, here in Las Vegas, we have a homeless channel. Right? No fraud here. We give out 100%. You guys see it on my shorts. Unless somebody says, hey, Sal, you're working hard. Go get yourself a cigar. Like Crystal or Ozzy or anybody else. I'll do it. See, I don't trust the government. Oh, I trust Donald Trump. But I don't trust the rest of them. And people are coming to me today saying, Sal, the Somalis did it. Get the hell out of here, Somalis. They don't have a clue how the hell to do it. They need to be sent back. And that's that. Let's listen in. Thank you. This is all bullshit. All bullshit. Get rid of these Democrats, each and every one of them.
Funding annually. Top White House officials now pointing to this now viral video here posted by independent journalist Nick Shirley last week, claiming daycare centers operated by Minnesota Somali residents have committed up to $100 million in fraud.
Intrepid journalists have made shocking and credible allegations of extensive fraud in Minnesota's child care programs. We believe the state of Minnesota has allowed scammers and fake daycares to siphon millions of taxpayer dollars over the past decade.
O'Neill, right there, demanding the state provide immediate attendance records, licenses, complaints, as well as any previous inspections and investigations. Governor Tim Walz now saying an audit looking specifically into this alleged fraud is due out by the end of January. In response tonight, he stated, quote, "This is Trump's long game. He spent years cracking down on..."
Hold on. Whoa. Look at this Scotziad. Look at this Scotziad in a tank for YouTube and everybody else. It's not a bad word. It's not a bad word. It sounds bad. Unorganized, ugly, whatever you want to call it. Let's read this together. Let's see what it says here. This is for Trump. Long game. Long game. We've spent years cracking down on fraudsters. It's a serious issue. This had been his plan all along. This piece of shit. Listen.
Fraudsters, it's a serious issue, but this has been his plan all along. He's politicizing the issue to defund programs that help Minnesotans. Meantime, FBI Director Kash Patel saying his agency has been tracking Minnesota probes for months now. It's nothing new, including 16 open cases since May, investigating more than 30 healthcare and home care providers now accused of that fraud.
And as the fraud investigation expands in Minnesota, Somali...
Hold on, we'll get back to it. 30. Did I hear right? 30? 30? What do you guys think in the chat? If these allegations... Hello, everybody. I'm Sal. Welcome in. Like and subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, nothing surprising me anymore with these Democrats, majority of them. If these allegations allegedly come out and Tim Walz knew about it, it's a simple answer. Yes or no, should he be in jail, prison? And I'll go farther. If Ayan, whatever her name is, who the hell is a congresswoman named Ayan Omar? How does she get elected? How does somebody who comes to the United States who marries their brother able to be a congresswoman? This world's so upside down. Thank you, Donald Trump. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, that it a little bit more, he's not with us or brain dead. I mean, this is nuts. This is insane. I mean, he should be in jail. And for some reason, he was stupid, because he is stupid. Then he needs to step down. They need to impeach him. He should be, if he was, he's this guy. This is nuts. This is crazy. This is totally insane. Oh, they're going to turn it around and say, yeah, Trump was in on it. Trump, get the hell out of here, Trump. Trump is saving us from wars, negotiating with Ukraine, trying to stop the wars and peace and borders and better health care. Savings, he's working. He's not perfect, but he's working. Democrats, sleeping and more and corrupted. Corruption. And they don't help out Americans. This was helping out illegals. And the hard taxpayers who are working their ass off in Minnesota each and every day, 5, 6, 7 days a week going to work. And are they getting some of these, are they getting any kind of funding and health care or child care? Very little. They got to show all the proof. They got to show their income. I want everybody to think about this before you guys hate on Donald Trump. The Democrats make it impossible for hardworking Americans who need food stamps, for an example, for a short period of time, right? Or health care, Medicaid, or Medicare. They have to show proof and more proof and Social Security and income and tax forms. And these Samoans, and illegals, they get everything. They get rich on our taxpaying money. Yes or no? Are you for that? If you're a Democrat, are you for? It's a simple answer. I'll shorten it up. Y or N? Yes or no? We work our ass off. Some people hit a bump. Some people are out there working. Economy was shit. And you got to fight to get SNAP benefits, Medicaid, electric help and gas. But Samoans, Venezuela, Mexico, and other parts of the world, China, they get the assistance, and these governors in many states are involved. They know what's going on. You know what? And they get their money in their pocket. They get a big part of it. And it's been going on for 40, 50 years. But now you got Trump and Kash Patel who are investigating this. And shout out to that YouTuber. Shout out. Everybody subscribe to him. This is nuts. This is insane.
Run childcare facilities, restaurants, and retailers in Washington state are facing increased scrutiny and backlash.
As a Somali, as a small business provider, we're really scared. People are afraid.
You're really scared. Hold on. I'm really scared. Before you feel sorry for her, I'm really scared.
Washington state are facing increased scrutiny and backlash.
As a Somali, as a small business provider, we're really scared. People are afraid.
We want to raise the awareness that the Somali communities are part of the fabric of Washington, that they contribute to the economy and the livelihood, the everyday livelihood of this great state.
So far, our Seattle station, Cumbo, says it's not aware of any allegations of fraudulent daycares in Washington state.
Hey, it's Marty.
You should be scared.
Yesterday.
This is you.
Yeah, the chosen one. It's a nice picture.
Some
right?
of them.
I'll take a ticket for.
You should be scared. You're coming here illegally. That's a crime right there. You gotta be kidding me. This is completely insane. What's your thoughts in the chat? Should Tim Walz get away with this? Just pat on the wrist. Pat on the wrist. I mean,
breaking in the last hour, the Department of Health and Human Services announced it is freezing all child care payments.
that's 20. Hold on. This is recent here. Hold on. Trump, baby. Trump. Trump the best. He won. Get over it.
U.S. Department of Health and Human Services announced it is frozen all child care payments to Minnesota. They also say all payments will now require receipt or photo evidence before money is sent, and they launch a fraud reporting hotline and email for any fraud-related tips or information.
Good.
Tonight, potentially the biggest development yet from a gotcha video gone viral.
From this daycare center, we headed over to the infamous Quality Learning Center.
The Department of Health and Human Services saying it will freeze all child care payments to the state of Minnesota, related, they say, to those viral allegations
Of extensive fraud in Minnesota's child care programs.
In the video released today on X and HHS, the Assistant Secretary says he spoke with Minnesota's Child Care Services office and that the director could not tell him if the daycare seen in the online.
They got caught. Trump won again. No, you know who won? I take that back. The taxpayers. Send some of these Somalians, some of them that, they didn't know. And I say send them back. Okay, they didn't start it. Send them back over there to Somalia, right? If these allegations are true, Tim Walz in prison, Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, prison, Chief of Police. That's right. Take that badge, put it in your desk, prison. Let the inmates take care of you too, you piece of shit. Because when you are Chief of Police, I have videos on that too. And you're not supposed to be, you could be a Democrat. There's no harm on that. I don't know why. You could be Republican. But when you're a Chief of Police, you separate that. That's a racketeer going on in Minnesota. It might be going on in your state. It might just be. And I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Republican. If you are involved in fraud, guess what? Prison. Because guess what? Us, if we do this kind of stuff, prison. We wouldn't even we couldn't even speak. Prison. Get yourself a lawyer. Prison. This is serious. Allegedly. I'll say it again. Allegedly, Tim Walz. What else got you? But that's why Kamala wanted him the vice president. She knew. She knew what was going on. Well, she didn't know all the details because she was doing her nails and had no clue how to run a Starbucks or a McDonald's. But she knew. We better have him. Do the right thing, Kamala. Let's win. Make him vice president. We'll cover all this up. See, they never thought that Donald Trump was going to win. They never thought it, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why all this is happening. More and more is going to be. And this is only the beginning. And if you're coming into the channel late, thank you so much for the 71 likes. We appreciate donations. Thank you so much. We help out the homeless here in Las Vegas. No fraud there. You guys see the videos. Money comes to here. YouTube gets 30%. They're entitled to. And we pass it over to help out the homeless because we can do that. We make sure they can eat. Well, I don't ask if they're Democrat. I don't ask if they're Republican. We feed them. But this is bullshit. I like to see an investigation worldwide on a lot of shit. Thank you for the donation. I will never, I quote, get over the fact that Trump won in 2016 from a subscriber who donated. That was a once in a century event. But to fare his opponent was Hillary. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate your comment. Appreciate everybody on here. AED, thank you so much for your donation. You helped the homeless. That's awesome. It's all because of you and your donation, everybody else. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're fortunate we're able to do that. And that's what we do here in Las Vegas. Each and every day, we put shorts and videos. I don't ask them why they're homeless. I don't ask them. They want to open up. I tell them we get them, and our next goal is to get them in to have apartments and get them in those who need the help. This is a shame what's happening in America. There's a lot of people that's seniors, veterans. Shout out anybody who's a veteran here. No one should be homeless at all. And I don't want to hear the bullshit. Oh, they want to be homeless. No one wants to be homeless. We got to stop the poison in Venezuela. Trump is doing that. Shutting down crime, helping out our American, the flag behind me. Help out us. I'm tired of helping out Ukraine, by the way. And by the way, I'm going to go a little farther. I'm going to go a little farther on this. And I told a family member, I'm telling friends, I'm going to tell you. Trump had Zelensky at Mar-a-Lago one more time. And he also called Putin. Hello, Putin. Shouldn't be in a war. Let's make peace. Too many people are dying. And he's right. Trump's right. But, yes or no, I say stop funding Ukraine. That's it. I've tried my best to try to negotiate 4 years of these poor people on both sides losing. Enough's enough. We can't fund them anymore, Mike M. We can't. We're in trouble for our future. We're going to go bankrupt. We need to help our American people here. Take that money and help out the homeless people, our veterans, and people that are struggling. Send money and help out us and stop the fraud. 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 Democrats, once again. This is bad. All they care about, not all the Democrats, but like 98% of them. Today's Democrat Party. Maybe 95. Care about is ripping us off. Ripping the taxpayers off. Opening borders. Getting the illegals here. And making like they care about the illegals on our taxpayer money to get their votes. They don't care about them either, by the way. Oh, well, they care about illegals. You're a Democrat. They poor ladies and men coming over here. They're nice people, some of them. And I would say this. Yes, they are nice people. Some of them are very nice people. I'm sure they're hardworking people. Legal. Fly. Don't cheat the system. Go through a process. Let's make it a process for those who want to come here and work hard, because Trump has said that. He alluded to that. And have a beautiful house and do whatever you want and work hard. But they don't care about the illegals either. They're just using them. Corruption and fraud here in Minnesota. If anybody live in Minnesota right now on this chat, who lives in Minnesota? You've been getting ripped off. Ripped off by somebody. Allegedly. Tim WALZ, the governor of Minneapolis, and Ilhan Omar, Congresswoman. Once again, maybe they weren't in on it. Just for conversation purpose. Let's say they weren't in on it. Just for conversation. They're not in on it. If they're stupid and they're turning their back, either way they got to go. Either way, they got to go. Either in prison, impeached, and Ilhan Omar, get the hell out of here. You don't like the American flag. Why are you a congresswoman? Why are you a congresswoman? You don't have to like Donald Trump, the best president in our lifetime, third best president ever. You don't have to support his issues, but you better respect the United States of America. Yes or no in the chat? She doesn't respect, let alone, in my opinion, she was either stupid or in on this. And Tim Walz, come on. How did he not know? How could he not know about this? This is wrong. I don't care. And if a Republican governor, and this happened with a Republican governor, I would be on here. A lot of my loyal subscribers know me already. And I will be on them. In fact, my wife's going to get upset. We have an Italian governor here. He's Republican. I voted for him. And guess what? I called him out. And I might be coming for his job. Now, no fraud was done with him that I know of. But he's not doing real good. So I don't care who you are. I don't care if it's Trump. I've called Trump out. A lot of you know it. Some of my subscribers know I think I'm hard on him. I'm hard on him because I want him to do well, because I want him to do well for us. And I'll call out any of them. Martin, thank you. Martin Gang 12. Thanks for speaking out. Omar was totally in on it. Well, Martin, thank you, by the way. Appreciate you. Either she was in on it, again, or stupid. You got to go. You got to go. Out. Gone. Yeah. Same thing with Kamala. We found out what happened to her. She lost. Why? Why did her party not vote for her? They're smart. They knew she was false. They knew she was somehow corrupted, lazy, lies, not a candidate. So people said, you know what? We'll try out this Trump. We might not like his body language. We might not like his language. Oh, I love his language. But we'll take a shot. And guess what? He won the people's vote, popularity vote. He won everything. It was knocked out. Rocky Masha. So people are waking up. Now, I know there's a lot of Trump haters on here, and that's fine. But I know behind closed doors you're saying, thank God we have a real leader. He's not a follower. He's not a follower. This is completely nuts. And I don't like it. You know, I'd rather not come on and knock these Democrats like this. I'd rather knock them. But, you know, it's one thing knocking them on issues. But when there's fraud involved, that's bad. That's bad. You know, these are allegations, allegedly. But this is, I mean, it's out there. It's out there. And I'd rather come on and say, you know, speak on how they're not helping American people. It's one thing not helping out. I'm not okay with that. It's one thing, stupid. It's one thing, not. But when you're doing the illegal stuff, it's just not right. And they should be held responsible for this. That's taking money away from taxpayer money. And you know, again, this YouTuber, and they've been going around and keep everybody up to date. They've been going to these child care, daycare, and all that, and they're all closing down. I think they found one open. What's that tell the guy? What's that tell you's in the chat? All right, I'll pull some comments out here. Hey, once again, I appreciate you for being here. Like, subscribe. If you love United States of America, put it in the chat, USA. That should be everybody. That should be Democrats, Republicans, Independents. Now, if you live in the United States, put USA in. USA. USA. Absolutely. Absolutely. Love it. United States of America. Let's not put up with anything. Let's take these boats out in Venezuela. Stop poison. Keep our borders closed. United States of America, the best. Oh, there's other countries that are beautiful. United States. Italy's beautiful. United States. Born here. United States. And we shouldn't put up with this shit. And guess what? All these presidents for 40 years, everybody's out. Reagan was good. He was okay. Clinton was good. He was okay. We got a president now Ladies and gentlemen, wake up. His voice, Donald's his. I'm calling him his. I'm going to call myself out. What the hell am I saying? I'll call myself out. President Trump, ladies and gentlemen, he's everything we wanted for 40 years. His voice, his body language. He's like an Italian, an Irish, a hillbilly, a black, a Latino. He's just calling them out. Well, freeze it. Other presidents would be talking about this, that, whatever. Obamacare. Not Trump. He's our body language. He's us. He's a Democrat. He's a Republican. He's all of us. He is. He is. He acknowledges we have to do better on bringing down prices of beef. Oh, did you hear that? We got to do better. What president will come out and admit that? Oh, we come a long way. We got oil down. He accomplished. Not even 1 year. That's what a leader does. If you want to be a leader of the United States of America, it's what you do.
Video were isolated incidents, or if it was widespread fraud.
That money should be helping 19,000 American children, including toddlers and infants. Any dollar stolen by fraudsters is stolen from those children.
The HHS department is now demanding Governor WALZ launch an audit of those very centers. And in the meantime, they'll freeze all federal child care payments to Minnesota. What they say is about $185 million. As for Governor WALZ, he's already weighed in on this dramatic development, saying,
as is Governor WALZ, if allegations allegedly are true, get your white ass in jail. Prison. Piece of shit. Never liked that guy.
quote, "This is Trump's long game. We've spent years
You know what else they need to investigate? Just for those think I favor this, that, whatever. Italian. You know who he is? Well, he's not a real Italian. You guessed. Dr. Fauci. Yes or no, should he be in prison? Yes or no, should Dr. Fauci be investigated? If you didn't see that Dr. Fauci was a phony in 2019 on TV every day with Trump, opening a door like this for Trump, oh, I read people. He was definitely, either he was stupid or in on it. Either way, he needed to go. That was the only mistake that Trump made, was Dr. Fauci, that piece of shit. I want to see an investigation on him. He could be innocent. I'm just saying.
down on fraudsters. It's a serious issue, but this has been his plan all along. He's politicizing the issue to defund programs that help Minnesotans. And just about an hour ago, the nonpartisan group Isaiah Minnesota released a statement saying childcare in Minnesota has, quote, been made into a political football that will hurt the full 4,000 childcare programs that serve children in the state. That group will hold a press conference tomorrow, just one of the many developments KARE 11 will continue to cover.
Let's see if Arco's quality gas hits all the...
Now, I'm seeing some Madani in here. Madani. Mabami, Habama, Madami. This man has no clue when you go and have free buses, okay, and you have build apartment homes or whatever you want to call them for free. Who the hell in the right mind will build homes for free? Who? Anybody out there? Oh, maybe we do it for a homeless. Maybe we do 1 or 2, 3. That's time, effort. Who's going to drive the bus for free? Doesn't work, ladies and gentlemen. Free doesn't work. What it does is put small businesses out of business in 6 months or less. Do you understand that in New York? It sounds good. Free, free, free. Does not ever work. But he was smart. He did go to the White House. He's playing his cards smart. And Trump is too. You know, agreeing on some of the issues. Well, Trump says he agrees. He agrees, yeah, we got to help New York out. That's what he means. So Madani, whatever the hell his name is, never work. Never. It will never work in New York. It won't work anywhere. Another person I like to be investigated. Take a guess in the chat. He's a governor. West Coast. Take a guess. Who's another governor they better investigate fraud? Take a guess. Take a guess. Let's see who gets it right. Who else should they investigate? Yeah, that's it. Dustin. Who gets
Hello. I'm HHS Deputy Secretary Jim O'Neill. I'm here with Assistant Secretary Al.
Oh, we heard yous already. We heard you guys. Let me put it on mute. Thank you. American First. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate you. Always first. God bless you and your family. Happy New Year to everybody. Gavin Newsom.
Food lawyers, can I interest you in a Chapter 7 bankruptcy special?
Well, I have debt, but I don't know if
Bankruptcy
is the right option.
That's what we're all going to be.
Oh, if you got...
The hell did I do? Hold on. Give me 2 seconds and 3 seconds here. What the hell did I do? All right. Gavin Newsom. Speaking of homeless, because we help out the homeless here. No fraud here. No fraud. Gavin Newsom. I got to read a comment. I got to read Maribel comment. People wanted President 28. Give me a break in New York. Tell me in a few months, what are you doing? Let me just say this. Thank you, Maribel. Let me just say this. Gavin Newsom, allegedly, money went to California for the Pound State fires. Remember those? I'm not saying Gavin Newsom, because don't put words in my mouth. I'm not saying he sparked it, but he did. Money was lost. Never got to some of the residents there. Trump went there to try to help them out. Moist the ground. You can't stop all the fires. You got also homeless. Nothing went to help out the homeless at all. Where'd that money go? Did it help the taxpayer money? People that are struggling from fires, people that are living on the streets, homeless people that need help. Gavin Newsom, who wants to run for president, he should be investigated. So I named a couple Democrats that should be investigated right now. But Tim WALZ is in some serious trouble. Yeah, that Gavin Newsom, what another piece of shit. You know, he tries to have a podcast and he tries to act tough like Trump. You can't act tough. It's got to be in your blood, Gavin Newsom. He's another Scott Siad. He should be investigated, what he's done to there. You know, a lot of truth is going to come out with those fires. Again, I'm not saying that Gavin Newsom was involved per se, but he could have done more to eliminate those fires. Once again, a failed Democrat. Again, majority-run Democrats run the cities down to the ground. And it's a shame because California is beautiful. Mountains, ocean, everything. It's not California's fault, right? It's run horrible. It hasn't been run right since Ronald Reagan, right? Arnold Schwarzenegger, he wasn't good. I know he's Republican. It hasn't been a good governor there since Ronald Reagan. Think about how many years ago. How many years? When's California going to wake up, these Hollywood movie stars, and say, you know what? Let's help out. Let's help out California. All right, I'm going to pull some comments out. So if you're just coming in, Trump has frozen childcare.
There was an event in the Oval Office yesterday involving the...
Hold on, guys. What the hell did I just do? All right. So I bring everybody up to date. Tim WALZ, big trouble, filed a criminal complaint, allegations of Governor Tim WALZ, who could have been the Vice President of the United States. Holy shit. Allegedly widespread fraud collecting taxpayers' funds, where a lot of these child care are closed down. I think they found one that might have been open. One. And Somalians should be sent back. And if these allegations are true, Kash Patel should press charges and put him behind bars for a long time. And as far as Miss Ayan Omar, who married her brother, send her ass back to Somalia. No need to be here. You don't like American flags. You're either stupid or in on it. Got to go. And that's that. And then investigate Gavin Newsom and some of these other governors. And yes, some are Republicans. Investigate them too. I don't care who the hell you are. You don't rip off the taxpayers. No. You want to be unorganized, you still got to go. But when you're ripping off us, and if you're in Minnesota, let us know if you're in Minnesota. If you're in Minnesota, do you agree on this? What's going on? Tell us what you hear. Anybody from Minneapolis? There's got to be. There's 623 in him to chat right now. Who's from Minnesota? I mean, it's a shame. Trump with the hearts. Thank you for putting that in the chat. I love when I see Trump's name wrapped around hearts or the flag. Love it. Here in Minnesota, what's going on? Greetings. What are you hearing on your local news in Minneapolis and Minnesota? What are you hearing? What are you seeing? What's being done on this Tuesday? What's going on in Canada? God bless Canada. Not beautiful. Canada, that's another problem. Canada's beautiful. The people are great. It's not the people's fault. It's not run right. Just like the United States when Biden was president. It had nothing to do with us. It had to do with the president. You know? It's the truth. It's the damn truth. It's a shame what's going on in Canada. You know, Canada's got a serious problem. You know, you God forbid you need a surgery. You might not make it. All right, we got over here. Hold on, I'm gonna read this comment. Cowbell Guy Will, what's happening? My grandmom, God bless your grandma before I read that comment, is from Minnesota. Sal, she's been in Florida for a long time though. God bless your grandma. Florida, they got a good governor over there. They got a good governor. I don't know about president, but he's a good governor. People are all moving to Florida. Even though there's alligators and snakes and humidity, I might go to Florida. It's run right. You know, he might not be the smartest, you know, but he runs it common sense. DeSantis, whatever the hell his name is. He runs it right. I don't know if he's ready for president, but that's another topic. All right. I'm seeing somebody put Trump with, like, shit. Who supports that with the shit? Huh? See, a lot of people, they hate Trump. They're just hypnotized from all these, The View, another piece of shit program, and CNN fake news and all these other outlets. But deep down inside, you know you support Trump. You know it. You know he's good. Thank you, Mike. Yeah. Yeah, let me read what we got over here. We support our President Donald Trump with some hearts. Love the hearts. Damn right we do. George Bush. Are you kidding me? He was a horrible president. He wasn't good. Oh, he wasn't this. He was a drinker. What was I thinking on this guy? George Bush? The hell out of here. Yeah, he was a Republican. I call it as it is. He wasn't a good president. Not at all. Wasn't the worst president. But he wasn't good. All right. Obama. He started this shit. He started fraud and corruption. He was a salesperson. That's all he was. The hell out of here, Barack Obama. Second worst president, if not the first. You know what? I changed my mind. I can change my mind, right? Obama the worst president. Because he started this shit. Jimmy Carter III. Biden wasn't a president. It was a committee. Run by Pocahontas. Look her up. Elizabeth Warren. Sorry. And Pete Buttigieg. And Barack Obama. And Jill Biden. And Hunter Biden. That's who was running this. So Barack Obama. Put in the chat if Barack Obama was the worst president. And Jimmy Carter was third. I got to be nice to Jimmy Carter. May he rest in peace. You know why? He built homes for the homeless people. He did. He wasn't good. He did a lot of mistakes. But he wasn't, in my opinion, I don't think Jimmy Carter was corrupted. He certainly didn't do fraud. He was just scotty-odd, unorganized, not good. You know, but he wasn't the worst. May he rest in peace. All right. Barack Obama, the worst. Yeah. Yeah. Mega lies. Who's going to respond to that? Somebody put mega lies. Anybody got to put up with that shit other than me? You couldn't tell me one thing. Trump lied. Trump lies. Or mega lies. Mega lies. You know what mega is? Common sense. American way. Helping out our brothers and sisters. You know, freedom of speech. Merry Christmas. Closing borders. Huh? Men don't belong in women's sports. Period. No good. Men don't belong in restrooms with our wives, our daughters. No. Common sense. It's what it is. Let's be honest. Gas cars. Hybrids are good. I have one. Choice. Electric. It's fine. It's your choice. But you don't implement on electric vehicles. That's what caused the problems. Open up the pipelines. Gas is below $2. Even in the West Coast, it's $3. What an amazing president. Common sense. That's what MAGA is. What is this Jew? What do you get by that? All right. Anybody else getting tired of the Jew? I very seldom do this, but I don't think, Mike, are you here? Have you ever seen me time anybody out? Maybe 5 times a year, but when I see over and over and over the same thing, Jew. All right. I don't smoke it anymore. Now, finished with that. Smoke cigars now. Oh, Richard. Hold on. Richard, great comment. Where my friend? Richard, thank you for being here. High five, fist bump. Great comment. Good. Funny. Good. Yeah. Hey, we have 179 likes. That's good too. You look poor. Meaning me. Oh, do I? Well, help me out then. Give me some money. I look poor. Give me money. Help me out. Send a donation. I'll pass it to the homeless people. I look poor. Ladies and gentlemen, fraud is happening, and they're all going to get caught. Minnesota, wherever the hell it happens at, they will find them, prosecute them, and bring them down.
Hello, I'm HHS Deputy.
Yeah, we heard you already. Hello.
Help reduce.
Hello. You got to laugh a little bit. Whiskey Tango, thank you. High five, fist bump. Thank you for all the donations on today's live. Appreciate each and every one of you. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. Hopefully you're not doing any fraud. And a Happy New Year. Love the flags there, Palon. Thank you. File's been released. Bill Clinton allegedly is with the women. And guess what? Donald Trump said no. We have no proof. He's right. Whether you like Clinton or not. He stood up. He could, but Clinton's a big man. He can defend himself. See, they'll even destroy their own. You want to open them up? Well, there's photos of Bill Clinton. Now, let me just say this. Just because there's photos of Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, or anybody on here, doesn't mean you're guilty. At the time, they didn't know what Epstein was doing. So, but a president said this. President Trump says, you know what? It's a shame what they're doing to Bill Clinton. And by the way, we don't even know if that's AI. All right. Trump is an old man. Explain the definition what an old man is. He doesn't act. You know, Donald Trump's the last person to go to sleep and the first person to get up working for us. That's not old to me. Is that old to you guys? He's sharp. He's not passing gas. He knows who his family members are. He stands tall. He took a bullet. Stood up like this. What more can I say about Donald Trump? He's old. He has a good spray tan. So what? Whatever makes you happy. To each his own. Common sense. Whatever the hell you want to do. That must be a Democrat talking. Who cares? Who cares? I'm a personal trainer who smokes cigars. You might sit down having a scotch. Maybe you're smoking a little something. What the hell do I care? As long as you're not hurting anybody, or you're not committing fraud, and you're at your home or somebody else's home who says it's okay. If I want to say Merry Christmas, you want to say Merry Christmas. It's all common sense. It should never go away, ladies and gentlemen. We should never forget about this. Common sense. Hold on, I got to stop for a second. Sudi Wave, how are you, my friend? Let me read your comment. Loyal subscriber. Hey, Sal Maribel, thank you for everything. Go Birds. Go Birds. Go Eagles. Go Sirianni. I'll call him out too, Sudi Wave. He's Italian. Bad decisions, but go Birds. What else we got? I'm glad. It's good to see you, Sudi Wave. I miss seeing you in here. Or your comments. Thank you. Thank you. Knowing that you're okay. Go Birds! Go Eagles! Win it all. Win it all. Win the third Super Bowl. Barkley, the best. You know why Barkley's good? He's not selfish. You know why? You know what else he's... What? You know why Barkley, running back on the Eagles, is great? He supports Donald Trump. He went to the White House. He golfed with him. You know why Jalen Hurts, they only had 17 yards in the second half, Sudi Wave? Why, Sal? He didn't support Trump. I'm just saying. It rubs on the players. All right. The truth. You won't hear anybody talk about it. All right. It's the truth. I'm not saying that Jalen Hurts is bad. But you didn't support, you didn't go to the White House when you won the Super Bowl. I disrespect that. All right. Go Lions! Whiskey. What happened to them? Good coach. Leader. They had some bad luck. They had injuries. They'll be there again. All right. What the hell are you talking about? Oh, Biden? I see. Phil King is cool. Go fishing. Nah, I can't fish in Vegas. 34 counts. Who, me? I don't got 34. Oh, you mean Trump. Get the hell out of here. 0 counts. There's nothing on Trump. Tim Walz. He's in trouble. And Omar. Ayan Omar. What the hell kind of name is that for Congresswoman? What happened in this world? How did we get so upside down? Thank God Trump is... See, the world was upside down, but now it's like this. It's kind of like, what? Not even 1 year Trump has done this. He's trying his best. And then they try to push him back, and then they just... For those who are saying hi, hello. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. Thank you. God bless. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Can you believe 26? And Tim Walz, allegedly, this has been going on, guys, since COVID. Since COVID. Minnesota. Fraud. Daycare. Unemployment. And much, much more. Ripping off the taxpayers. This is not nothing new. They eventually all get caught, though, right? Don't they? But if Trump wasn't president, I don't think he would get caught. I don't know. I'm thinking if we had another Republican president, would they be working as hard? Yes or no? If we had Nikki Haley, the ambassador, I didn't like her. Oh, I would have voted for her. Absolutely. But she's not Trump. You think she would be working as hard? Richard says, hey, Richard, thank you for the membership. Richard, I appreciate it. First of all, I really mean that. Thank you, all the green memberships. Richard says, no. She would never trust her. I don't think she would be investigating any of this. I mean, she would be better than radical left. But what is your take on, what was that, LGBTQ community? What is my take? I love them. We have them on here. They're supporters. I don't care. Not my cup of tea. Come on. I don't care. I don't care. Whatever you do. Whatever you enjoy in life. Common sense. And support Trump. That's all I care. Keeping this nation safe for a long time. Till the Democrats can work hard like they did under Clinton. Moderate Democrat. I still won't vote, but, work on helping Americans. You won't see that for a while. They have a 0.0% chance of winning the presidency. But you got to go out and vote, guys, in midterms. You can't just say it'll be okay. Other Republicans will vote. If you're able to vote in person, we need to fix that. If you're disabled, only people that are disabled should be able to vote with ID Me, a better system. Otherwise, you go out and you vote. And we need to change it on the day of election, too. But you got to vote. Otherwise, they'll take control of the House. And then it'll be a little harder, actually a lot harder for Trump to achieve keeping this beautiful nation, flags, us safe. And the whole world safe. Because when we do well and when we're safe, it reflects on Italy, Germany, Canada, all worldwide. Do you think Tim Walz will end up in jail over this? If these allegations are true, allegedly, if they're true, yes, he'll be going to jail. I feel it. Now, if he was just stupid, unorganized, really didn't know about it, it's possible. Either way, then he needs to be stepped down and impeached. But yes, to answer your question, if it's true, yes. I agree, Whiskey Tango. I mean, unless you're disabled, or maybe you're very sick that day, then you should be able to go and ID me. I mean, if I can figure this out, they can. And then go that way. A lot of fraud on that too. Well, look what they did with Trump. He should have been a president. I voted for him 3 times. Look what they did with all that Russia hoax. That was all hoax. Putin knew that too. Trump had Putin right where he wanted him. He had him. We would never have this war. There have been so many people, Ukrainians and Russian. It's not their fault, ladies and gentlemen. Don't take out your frustrations on Ukraine or Russia people, okay? You wouldn't have all these deaths and all this trouble and finance that we're having here because of that. And billions of dollars that went to Ukraine. I say stop funding that. But yeah, fraud. No more. I don't think you're going to see it again. And it shouldn't happen on either side, by the way. Just because I am conservative. It should not happen, let me repeat, on either side. Okay? It's wrong. Or governor. It's wrong. And I also think what's wrong is ambush ICE. The ICE agents are Democrats and Republicans. They're doing their job to keep us safe. Some cities and states with heavy crime and illegals safe. And to go to try to ambush them is simply wrong. Just like the chief of police, I forget his name in Minneapolis. You know, he might be facing, well, I don't know if he'll be, I don't know if he was involved, but he called out Trump and he said all this was lies. And he's the chief of police. You need to keep your politics out. Your job as chief of police is keeping your city and state safe. And that's that. I think sometimes on both sides they forget to put the politics aside and protecting your state and city. But you always have a few bad apples in everything. And that's Republicans and Democrats. But in this case, it's a Democrat, Tim Walz, Ilhan Omar, and big trouble if these allegations are true. Go Trump. Absolutely go Trump. Go Trump forever. Wish he can run again. He could. Oh, here they come. Here comes the chat. Yes, he could. He's going to hand the torch off, though. He's going to hand it off to the next whoever. I continue to think it's Marco Rubio. Dr. Pepper. Not bad. Not bad. I think I'll have champagne tomorrow. Who's going to have champagne? What's tomorrow? New Year's Eve. If you can drink, you know if you could, have a little champagne. Won't hurt you. As long as you're in your own house. Comfort your own house. I might even have a scotch. All right. Trump 28, Red Wave 248. Love the name. Love the name. Can I take your name and put it on the YouTube? I'm only kidding. Love the name. Love it. Strong. YouTube channel. Red Wave 28. Red Wave. Subscribe now. Red Wave. Love it. Seriously. Good name. Love that. All right. Yeah. I don't know about Red Bar. Sal, I don't agree with Trump or Sal. Hold on. I don't agree. Trump already said he was running again in 28.
Holly has your Christmas gift that she gave you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's here.
I got a Christmas gift. I like giving. I'll take a gift, though. Hold on, guys. Give me a minute. A Christmas gift. Should I open it up and live on the chat? Yes or no? Yeah, Richard, I would love Trump to run again. Open up the Christmas gift. I'll open it up. The chat says to open it up. We got 1 million people in the chat. Hey, thank you so much for liking and subscribing. If you subscribe, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's like a small little.
Oh. Ooh, it's got an address on there. I can't show the address. Oh, I'm not scared. I'm scared of the other person. Oh, this is cool. Oh, go Birds! Hey, thank you for the donation. Let me say thank you to Jace Weber, 1998. Thank you. Look at this. Matches. Hold on. Let me tell you, it's the little things, guys. I'm an Eagles fan. The front, old school, like me. Old. We got more? Uh-oh. Woo! This feels heavy. This could be a Trump thing. Oh, this is nice. Where's she at? Thank you. Holly, thank you.
Get that refuel it though.
Oh, can you do it?
I don't know.
Oh! That's pretty nice. A special person gave me this. My son's girlfriend. Isn't that nice? Beautiful. And she gave me other stuff, by the way. Cigars. Thank you. This is nice. Pretty cool, huh? You know, gotta marry her. And she was a Cowboys fan. I'm only kidding. She's a Trump supporter, though. Trump supporter, you marry her right there. Gifts with Eagles? Marry her. In the chat, should he marry her? Giving Pops Eagles and cigars? That was very nice. Very special. See how I was thinking with the address? Huh? See what MAGA supporters do? I almost showed the address. Nope. Not today's live. I'm going to read a few more comments. Oh, somebody got me. Isn't this nice? Who likes this? Huh? This is nice. Matter of fact, I'm going to call myself a Scotsiad. What am I doing? What kind of Trump supporter am I? What the hell am I thinking? See? See how I call myself out? Doesn't that look a lot better? That looks I mean, no disrespect to Dr. Pepper, but this is better. They're laughing. And that's that. All right, I got a little cigar left. I'll read a few more comments. Thank you so much for being here. Fraud in Minnesota. Tim Walz. He could have been the vice president. Think about that. Holy shit. He could have been, but he wasn't. Either way, I think his career is done. Either way. For me, even if these allegations and Tim Walz is not involved, he's still the governor. He had to know about it. Come on, you're the governor. And if he didn't know about it, it's worse. I mean, well, both. It's bad. He'll be gone. I can't even itch. All right. Yeah, I think the girl's a keeper, Richard. My son's girlfriend, she's a keeper. That's good parents. Her parents raised her really good, Richard. I'm going to take care of Pops. He's a Trump supporter. I'll take care of him. He's an Eagles fan. I'll take care of him. Common sense. Common sense. We just talked about it. It's common sense, right? I would do the same thing. I want to get on the good side. No, that's good. All joking aside. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if somebody gives you A gift? You take it. She's a good girl. I'm proud of my son. Proud of him. It's not easy to get a good woman these days. Oh, it's not easy to get a good man these days. Not easy. Or a partner. Or whatever your cup of tea is. Not easy to get an individual who's perfect. Because none of us are. But when you get the little things like that. See, when you meet somebody young, anybody young on here, when you meet somebody, you should ask them, are you a Republican? If they say yes, you keep them. They're a Democrat. I'm only kidding, guys. I'm only kidding. Okay? There's lots of good Democrats out there, right? Sure. I was one. I voted for Clinton. If you're young and that young lady opens that door for you, I don't care if it's the car door, the house door, the supermarket door, she opens that door for you, I don't care what she did to you in the past, you forgive her and you keep her. You keep her. If she opens the door for the next person, you keep her. Absolutely, 100%. If she goes to your parents' house and you eat and you have dishes and she gets up and helps to wash those dishes, even if mom or dad says, I got it, and if she continues to wipe and wash, she's a keeper. Absolutely. If she asks you for a diamond ring, she's not a keeper. Not a keeper. My advice. After you're married 20 years and they ask you for a diamond ring? Yeah. 10 years? Yeah, maybe. And for you women, you young ladies, you got a nice guy, you think he's nice? If he comes into the house and Pop's there in his lounge chair and he gets up and that young man sits in Pop's chair, ditch him. And more than that, if he comes in and walks by Dad and doesn't say hi, get rid of him. Oh, but he's good looking, he's cute, he's got money. Goodbye. Shake the hand and say hello to Mom as well. Common sense. All right. Trump's the best. Venezuela, absolutely. Poison over there. Bringing poison here. All right. Laughing out loud. That's the truth. What about the Epstein files? We need closure. And you got it. Democrats didn't do anything. Didn't do anything. Yeah, thank you. Great hat, somebody says. Thank you. The best. Oh, I have other hats with Trump. Some of you seen them. And Biden. Closure. Biden, what the hell's going on? Former, I guess you could say he was a president, right? Biden was at the Eagles game a couple weeks ago. Boo! Lots of boos. Lots of boos. He's from Scranton. Italy. God bless Italy. Are you a priest? No. By the way, speaking of priests, I'm Catholic. lots of fraud and stuff goes on there too. In churches. Let's be honest. Not all, but lots of fraud goes on. A lot of these, and the Mormons, the Catholics, the Lutherans, the Baptists, lots of it. But when people do this kind of stuff, ripping off the taxpayers, one more time, going back to Minneapolis, they should be held accountable and they should be facing, if these allegations, all joking aside, are true, they're finished. Jail sentence. And Tim Walz is not going to be anybody anyhow, but it's not the point. Let's not miss the point. It's fraud. And Miss Omar, her too. Who the hell voted for her there? If you're from Minnesota, did you vote for Ion Omar? How the hell could you vote for who's voting for these people? Yeah. Somebody says I'm the fraud. Hello. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year. God bless everybody. Even the haters. God bless. It's not your fault you're a hater. It's not your fault. Happy New Year, Joshua. God bless you. Somebody says, what a moron. That pissed me off. Happy New Year to you, too. I'm doing good. How you doing today? Good to see you. Good to see everybody. I'll read some comments. A little tough for me on New Year's Day, but you got to continue life. Lost my brother on January 1st and just recently lost my mom. Don't feel bad. So, but we got to live through that. It's hard. We all experience death. We can't avoid it. That's why you should celebrate. If it's your birthday, you celebrate the birthday the whole damn week. But it's going to be a little tough, but we'll get through it. Anybody on there that's going through some struggles in life, whether it's a divorce or losing a loved ones or losing a pet, they're not humans, but they're part of us. It's hard. You got to continue. What do you do? Not continue? You got to continue. Live through them as long as you can. Do what you enjoy. And as far as New Year resolution, I think I'll do a live on that because like losing weight or gaining weight, I don't know who wants to gain weight. Oh, maybe some do. The best way is to write it down. If you're going to stick to something, write it down. What you going to do? And hope that you look at it every day. But live your life, guys. Enjoy it. It goes quick. Thank God we have Trump to, we got our own problems in our house and this, that, whatever. Trump can't take care of that. But what he can take care of is making common sense and our borders safe and no wars and trying to prevent wars, preventing poison from coming here, to take, your grandmom, your wife, your husband, your kids. This is bad. This fentanyl and all this bad drugs that are coming in through Venezuela and, Iran, Mexico, coming in the United States and other parts of the world. Not good. We got to put a stop to it. Trump's doing that too. You're not going to take out 100%, but if we can take out 40%, isn't 40% better than a zero? So, once again, Trump is, I love ICE too. Absolutely. Tish, welcome in. What cigar is, what the hell? I just took off. What the hell? Oh, Camacho. Ecuador. Good cigar. Anybody smokes cigars, I recommend Camacho or Ashton. All right. It's so gay. Laughing out loud. What's gay? Cigar? Me? Indiana, what's going on, Dora Wilson? God bless. Indiana. What's happening in Indiana? What's happening in Indiana? I don't love President. I respect him for the accomplishments. Hey, good comment. Love hearing those comments. Absolutely. Great comment. Thank you for putting that out there. That's a great comment. All right. Winston Churchill's a great cigar, Anthony. They're expensive. I used to smoke those. They were good. Hard to find those. Thank you for putting that in the comment, Anthony. You know what, Anthony? I'm going to find one of those for New Year's Eve for myself. You want one? I think I'll have one. Winston Churchill. Good cigar. God is good. Amen. Perfect. God's perfect. What are you smoking? Obama. Speaking of smoking, Obama the best? Is the worst. Is the worst. Cuban cigars are okay. Monte Cristo's number 2. I like Dominican cigar. You know, whatever. Again, whatever makes you happy. Puerto Rican cigars aren't bad. Italian cigars, not so good. Well, we can't be good at everything. I'm only kidding. We have good wine, good food, good lovers. I'm only kidding, guys. But their cigars, Scott Smith, what's going on? Cigars are horrible. Italian cigars. Sorry, my Italian friends. They're not good. Romeo and Juliet, good cigar. Top 10. Top 10. A Sicilian, huh? Okay. Me too. God bless the Sicilians. God bless you, everybody. I think I'll have some Trump Dr. Pepper. Rudy, good cigars. I was at Dominican Republic about 15 years ago, maybe 20. Happy New Year. For those who are saying Happy New Year. And I went to Santiago and I had Ashton, VSG Sungroom, the best. Met the owner. My wife said, you better not be cheap. I said, yeah, I'm going to buy a cigar. What one cigar? You better buy a couple boxes. That guy was nice to you. So I bought a box. Jack, Happy New Year, Jack. God bless. God bless the grandmom. God bless your grandmom. Real Watt. Absolutely. What do I think about Trump over the Epstein files? False. Couple photos of him, couple photos of Clinton. No proof. Do you really think Trump would do something? I'll go a little farther. Biden administration, worst ever. I don't think any living president was involved. That's just my thoughts. You know, movie stars, maybe, probably. Senators, maybe. Mayors, maybe. Hillary, probably. Probably. Hillary, probably. Thank you for subbing. No, really, I hope those young ladies, they're older women now who have kids, get the justice. I don't care if they're Republican or Democrat or whoever. If they come out and they're found guilty, because I don't put up with that shit when it comes to kids. And Diddy, another piece of shit. I don't care who you are. Could be a family member. You mess around with kids, gotta go. Prison. Let me put prison on the end of that sentence. You gotta go. Prison. So, yeah. But I don't think any living I don't. President Biden, all he was worried about was ice cream, farting. Think Biden had anything to do with those young ladies? I don't think so. I don't think he knew what the hell was going on. You know what's crazy? I wish him well, his health. common sense. We worry about potato chips being short. That shit. 1972, that man's been in politics. He's done absolutely nothing. He could say he was president, though. What happened, Max? Harris 28, somebody put. I do like the flags, though. No, I'm not being funny. Harris, that's funny. I like the flags. What's wrong, boy? I gotta let the dog out, guys. Let's take a 3-second break. Come on, Max. Come on. Go potty. Go potty. Come on. Want to say hello to the dog? Oh, dog. Trump supporter. Trump supporter. Trump supporter. Eagles fan. He's got to take a pashad. Where's my Italians at? What's a pashad mean? Got to take a pashad. The dog had a pee. He's old. Old like Biden. But he has more strength than Biden. He acts like a 10-year-old. Just saying. Daddy's home. Yeah, he just walked in. Oh, man. Speaking of getting old. Man, my back. Oh, man. Thank you, Whiskey Tango. Max is my baby. Rocky, I hear you. God bless. That's funny. I like it. I was waiting for that. Hold on. What was it? It was something about the Ukraine outfit. Oh, yeah, here we go. Austin, thank you. The Ukraine outfit is sick. I know. You like it? That's funny. That's a funny one. He's right. Or she's right. I think it was a he. Do you support Israel? Yes. 100%. But I support America first. Here first. Never forget it. My family's from Italy. Beautiful. But I support the United States because I was born in the United States. No disrespect. I love Italy. Beautiful. Molto bene. I might even go retire there. But I love the United States. Nick Flente? The cigar? Yeah, Nick. What's that? Hold on. Wake up, watch different channel, you will be shocked. I don't know what you mean. And I'm not laughing at your comment. I'm just laughing at when I'm talking. Yeah, Richard. What's going on in Kansas City? They need to get their shit together as their football team. Shout out to Kansas City, though. I've been there. They know how to party, barbecue, football, tailgate. Andy Reid, think he'll be there next year? Seahawks. They're good, Palon. They're good. I don't want to play them. Eagles. They're good. Good organization. They're real good. Great state. I got a good story about Kansas City. Next live. Take too long. Take too long to tell on this live. We got 233 likes. Thank you. That's good. That's good for likes. Now, if you got a cigar, we're going to stay live a little bit longer. Smoke it with me. Got a few minutes. I'm running for governor. I'm going to tell you a funny story. Want to hear it about governor? Please, nobody feel bad. My mom just lost her life. October 26th. Missed my mom. She was a Democrat, my mom. I'm a Republican. Every conversation, love you, Mom. She didn't agree on everything. Oh, she agreed on borders. But let's get to what I was going to say. I said, Mom. She was, yes, Sal. I'm going to run for governor in Nevada. I'm from Jersey and Philly. She, you are? She, yeah. She, what are you going to be? Democrat, Republican? I'm going to be independent, Mom. I'm going to be Republican, maybe. I don't know. She goes, you didn't even go to college. I said, yeah, I did. I flunked out. How are you going to be governor? I said, Mom, I can be governor. Yes, you can, my son. Who says? Yeah, I might run against another Italian. I could see the headline news. Italian against an Italian. A Sicilian against a Scotiad. Yeah, no, this governor, I'm hard on him. Lombardo's his name. He was a sheriff. He's good. He's better than the last governor. I never hear him speak, though. I never hear him on TV. And I don't like when he does this. All right, here's something else, ladies and gentlemen. When people, anybody going, if you go for an interview, anybody got an interview coming up soon for a job? Anybody? Never walk in to your interview like this. Never. You're unsure. And this governor does this. So, Lombardo, Sal's coming for you. And I got support. I got support. Lots of money from casinos. They like me. So Lombardo, you might have to step over. Yeah, I might. Even though I didn't make it through college. Mom is laughing right now. Yeah. Bobby Smith, 335. God bless you. Right back to you. What's going on here? A little bit of this, a little bit of that, John. If you're just coming in, our topic started off, but on these lives, that's what's fun. Tim Walz, Democrat. Allegations true. And fraud in Minneapolis. You won't see him anymore. If these are true. But we're talking about this, that, whatever. That's what we do on here. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, God bless her. May she rest in peace. Thank you. Dion, thank you. Go Trump. Thank you. Appreciate it. Kyson Lee. Hopefully I pronounce these names right. I'm horrible. Thank you, Scott. I hire you. Somebody said stop smoking. I thought it was common. I thought you can do what you want to do. That's a Democrat speaking. So you know who's a Democrat, right? Stop. Stop ice cream. Stop eating carbs. Stop smoking cigars. Stop. Once you hear the word stop, except for the borders, except for the open borders. No, don't stop that. Come on in. Open sesame. It's yours. Not under Trump. Sal, if you run for governor, I will move out there. And you can give me a job. Richard, 100%. 100%. I'm a man of my word. You know that. Everybody who's been subscribing to me, when I give out giveaways, I'm the first one. You get your gift. I'm a man of my word. Oh, I'm not perfect. I am far from perfect. but I'm a man of my word as far as keeping my word. For that person that says stop smoking, that's for you, my friend, right here. That's probably the right thing to do. I actually inhale that. Oh, if you're a cigar smoker, I don't like to inhale. See what that person made me do? Scott's odd. All right. You are a sheep, or you mean I'm cheap? I don't know. I'm a sheep? I'm cheap? Don't understand what you're saying. Sheep? A sheep? All right, I don't know. Who the hell knows? All right. TikTok, is that still around? TikTok. What's the best cigar? Whatever cigar you like. Whatever cigar that you take and you smoke and you enjoy, the aroma, whatever flavors you like, is the best cigar. Some are Dominican, some are Cuban, some are Ecuador, some are whatever. So there's some good Mexican cigars, let me tell you. I don't know what the hell I'm wearing. You tell me. Uncle Charlie, what's going on, my friend? Uncle Charlie, I'll get back to you. I have, first of all, Uncle Charlie, God bless you. Welcome in. I have to, I gotta put it. I wish I could talk to you behind closed doors. I got some situation here that I got to check with on the YouTube, because we had a little bit of my wife, she called it a little bit of a dilemma a couple nights ago. So we're checking out some things on there. I think Richard knows where I'm at on this, and then but you will be right next, because we definitely might need another moderator, because a lot of moderators are starting their own channel, or they're busy, or they whatever, they're not always on. So absolutely, Uncle Charlie. But yeah, we got a situation that we're taking a look at. Nothing against you, Uncle Charlie, just on a situation that happened the other night. My wife caught it. Woo! Shout out to my wife. Shout out to my wife. By the way, thank you so much. Speaking of my wife, thank you for my wife on helping out, putting everything together for Chris. First of all, shout out for all those who donated, like, and subscribe. Tonight, last week, last year, 2 years ago, we reached 40,000 subscribers. But most importantly, more than that, we were able to assist another 50 homeless into shelter. A huge giveaway. Many gifts went away, helped out elderly, veterans, children, animals, pets, dog, whatever. Thank you. We have a homeless shorts. Most importantly, we help them out. A shout out to my wife for cooking homemade empanadas. If you're Puerto Rican, you know what empanadas are. If you're Cuban, you probably know what they are, right? You know that. And we did sausage, and we did peppers, and we've done and Whiskey Tango knows what we've done soul food. We've done simple things like In-N-Out, McDonald's. We've done coffee. It makes them feel better. And I should talk about more of the homeless, what we do. And my wife says you need to talk about it more. And that's what we're going to continue to do as American. We help out all. We don't ask them what their situation is. We don't ask them if they're a Democrat, of course, or Republican. It doesn't matter who they are. In fact, legally you come here. Absolutely. I've said that for an hour now, 2 hours. But we helped out illegals. If they're out there and they're hungry, we don't let them starve, We're not looking for votes. We're helping them out. So thank you and congratulations to the channel. But my wife is a huge part of it, and my daughter, and a lot of yous. So we appreciate it. We will continue our journey and go bigger and bigger. No stopping here. And if you support all the homeless channels out there, there's a lot of good ones out there. Support them. A lot of people say, oh, you're putting a camera in front of them. No, we don't just go in front of them. We're making homeless awareness, but you got a lot of haters. A lot of people don't understand what's going on with the homeless. I have family members that some of them disagree. That's fine. But I'm not going to let anybody starve out there. And there's always hope. And if you are homeless and you're coming across, or you were, you know what I'm talking about. People don't choose. Sometimes people are 1 week away. Biden caused a lot of that too. But all presidents, even Trump, we all need to do better as a nation, both sides, on helping out the less fortunate. No reason anybody needs to be on that cold pavement here. It's cold in Vegas today, or anywhere, Denver, California. And more fraud is happening there too. Oh yeah, let's be honest. With government officials, I'll go a little farther. Some of the churches too. Oh, not the churches. Yes. I want to know where my money's gone. That's why on here, you know where your money's gone. You see the videos. It's out there. We feed them. We help them. And now we're going to continue to do. Those are people. Now, for some of those homeless that don't say thank you, God bless them. You don't know what's going through their head. And by the way, a lot of them say thank you, can't hear them. And they say thank you in other ways. Their eye contact. They're suffering. So, some people say, oh, they didn't say thank you. Don't help them. Bullshit. We're going to continue to help them. All right. I'll read a few more comments, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here tonight. You know what our topic was? Throw a little entertainment in it for you. You know, chat among yourself. Just use common sense. Don't hate on anybody. You want to call me out all day long. But don't hate on anybody else on here. That's simple, right? Very simple. Even if they're a Democrat. Jesus is the Lord. Amen. God hates Trump. Now, how do you know that God, our Lord and Savior, hates Trump? How do you know that? God don't hate anybody. All right. God is not real. That's your opinion, my friend. We don't judge. Common sense. That's your opinion. Not my opinion. Your opinion. Better to have hope than no hope. But I hope you believe in somebody. I hope you believe in yourself. The one who put that comment. I won't call your name out. Hopefully you believe in yourself or your Uncle Joey or your Aunt Nancy. Hopefully you believe in somebody. Hope is always good, guys. I'm not here to speak the Bible, but believe in somebody. No, I believe in God. But it's the truth. You know, common sense. We don't judge. I don't judge. Not perfect. I'm far from it, but I don't judge. Shouldn't judge. Doesn't do any good. Why? God is love. All right. All right, what we got over here? Trump is a puppet. Common sense, laughing my ass off. Cold out here. Laughing my ass off. Trump 28. Absolutely. Thank you for that donation. Appreciate that. Jack, do it. High five, fist bump right to you, my friend. Jack did it. God loves everybody. Enough with that. Release the files. I don't have them. They're funny comments. Some good comments. Some comments I don't understand. Some excellent comments. Some comments I disagree on. Isn't it fun to go on live streams? Have fun? What are our deceased grandparents and family members looking at us who never experienced any of this internet and live chat. I can see my grandfather now. Who the hell are you talking to? What is that thing? Oh, that's a phone, Grandpa. A phone? I thought phones are in the house. They don't know what payphones, the phones with the cords. He would say, well, what are you smoking? I'm smoking a $12 cigar, Grandpa. $12? Shit, we bought 5 cigars for $1. That's too much. Who's that president? Oh, my grandfathers would love Donald Trump. Love him. Would your grandfather love Donald Trump? Would your grandmom love Donald Trump? That wasn't a cigar. And what if it is? Blunts. 5 blunts. Oh, man. You ever think about that? 30 years ago? Newspaper. TV guides. No phones. Yeah, we lost the internet for about a second or two. I have no control. Oh, I have a lot of control, but I can't control the internet. I think we're back. Maybe we're not. Maybe I'm talking to myself. Who knows? I think we're back. Mr. Capano addressed our question. Send me a donation. I'll give it to the homeless. I'll address your over and over. Can't answer all the comments. All right. God bless Hawaii. Aloha. Beautiful Hawaii. Beautiful. I like Maui. Common sense. All right. There's a couple comments that I'm seeing repeating over and over and over and over again. Richard, thank you. Appreciate you. Shout out to our loyal moderator subscriber. Rich, I know what you're saying. No problem. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Mike. I don't know, was any other moderators on here tonight, but thank you for those who were on here. If I missed any of yous, thank you, Richard. Whiskey Tango, thank you so much for being here and all your support. I think I got to let me hit a little heart and high five fist bump to you, Whiskey Tango. Thank you for all your support. Shout out to Whiskey Tango. 2026. Wow, that's beautiful. I love how YouTube did. That's pretty cool. 2026 will be a better year. No, you hear that a lot, right? It'll always be better. It should be better with Donald Trump as president. Jeff, thank you so much. Thank you, 355 Jeff. Hey, I hope you're having a wonderful evening. I hope you are having a great evening. What is your motivation for supporting Trump? Great question. I personally have nothing aligned with him. Thank you. Appreciate your comment. It was great words. I tell you what, Jeff. Thank you. I know I'm going to disappoint you. Common sense. Sorry, Jeff. A leader. You know, Jeff, real quick. He's not perfect. And I've called him out. And you might say, well, sure you have. I don't know how long you've been following me, and thank you if you've been following me. He's not perfect. But he is a man of his word. His body language, his language. I know, I can see why people take him the wrong. I don't. To me, I look at him as like an old, like Italian, he's us. But, there's no hiding, Jeff, behind Donald Trump. I'm not trying to pursue you one way or another. And thank you. He's what you see, what you get, And it's like, how can I say this? He's not a phony, He's not a phony. He's not going to walk away and say, oh, he or she's no, he's what you see, what you get. And he's right. Telling these supporters and asking them where they're from, Hey, he is for us, and he's not going to make all the right decisions. I've called him out, Jeff, on the tariff and all that, and at the end of the day, I think it's going to be good. But I think he's a man we can trust, and he's keeping us safe. And common sense, right there in a nutshell. When I say he's one of us, he is. He's everything that we wanted to say for years. And he's got energy. Not that that's all. That's not the top of my. But he's moving around, playing chess, 5 pieces ahead. Not even 1 year, and he's accomplished a lot. But yes, I've called him out a little bit. Somebody says, "Who are you?" Who am I? My name is Sal. Who are you? All right, you gotta have a little fun here. Americans, what? What if he was a gay president? So what? He's not gay. But so, come on. It's some child talking. What do you accomplish? Huh? Closing our borders, keeping us safe, your family, my family, all of us on here safe. Money goes to the American people, not people from all over the world. Want me to continue? Stay tuned in the next live. Common sense. Merry Christmas. It's nice to say Merry Christmas. I always said it. They were trying to take that away too. It's a Camacho cigar for that person who asked about cigar. Got to give him a chance. Yeah, it hasn't even been a year. Who said that? Yeah, whoever said Joseph. Yeah, got to give him a chance. Hasn't been a year. He's done more than the previous administration, Auto Pen, in 1 year, not even 1 year, than they did in 4 years. It's true. Absolutely true. Thank you, Jeff. Let's see, I'll read your comment here silently. These days, want to just fight instead of asking questions. May not agree, but that's what U.S. is supposed to be. Many opinions. Yeah, Jeff, so well said, man. And not just because, Jeff, not just because you get, and I appreciate your donation. I really do. It's not unnoticed. I mean, and I'm not kidding you about my mom, may she rest in peace, being a Democrat. I'm not kidding you at all. At the end of the day, each conversation, I love you, and we disagreed on many issues. But one thing she agreed on was we can't have open borders. We need money here in America. She was a moderate Democrat, and that's that. But well said, Jeff. Well said. Thank you. Well said. Read that comment from Jeff if you guys get a chance. That's what U.S. is supposed to be, Jeff. I think you said yes, absolutely. So well said. Not everybody is going to like chocolate ice cream. Not everybody's going to like vanilla ice cream. But you better respect the President of the United States, okay? You better respect the President of the United States, whether he or she is a Republican or Democrat. And this Ilhan Omar, does not respect the American flag. And I don't think she respects herself, let alone being a congresswoman. AOC is another one. They don't respect the United States of America. They don't have to agree. See, here's the problem. If you don't agree, for an example, tariffs, because I don't agree that Trump, stay with me, my MAGA friends, you come to a station where I speak the truth. It hurt my business. I don't agree on how Trump went real high on certain tariffs. It actually fell on my business, and it fell on a lot of Republican people that I know, cigar businesses. If you don't agree on the president, the Congress, on what they're trying to do, first of all, win and work on, let me get a piece of paper. Anybody got a piece of paper? Work on something that will work. For an example, you don't like tariffs. We know the old way did not work for 40 years. It cost us, it's going to bankrupt us. It's hurt us. Work on something that might work. You don't like the health care. Obamacare does not work. I had it. It's bad. A lot of fraud in that too. That's another lie. You had 42 days. Stay with me. On the government shutdown. Chuck Schumer and the Democrat Party, they sat on their ass and watched people on food stamps or SNAP benefits. It's called SNAP, right? They worked on nothing to revise it to be better. They could have called it Obamacare still. They screwed it, the tax credits, come up with something that would work. Like Stephen A. Smith. He's a Democrat. I don't know if he is anymore. If you want, come up and work on helping hardworking Americans be better. Do something might work and surprise Trump. He might not like it knowing Trump, but that's how you win Americans. But when you continue to fight the guy and make up shit, 99.9% are lies, it's not going to work for Americans. See, it's not about beating Trump. It's coming up on how it's going to help Americans. What has the Democrats done lately to help Americans? I can't think of one. Not one. I'm trying to. Build Back Better. That one Democrat I respect, Joe Manchin. A lot of you might forgot. Build Back Better bill was money all over the world. The only thing was for Americans was college, 10,000 tax credit. But it wasn't for the people that are going to community college. It was for the rich colleges. That wasn't helping. They haven't done anything to help hardworking Americans at all. Just fraud, corruption, open borders, lies, and they're not even helping the illegals out. Well, they did. They gave them our money. They were using the illegals. See, it's not the illegals' fault. Don't hate on them. Hate on the administration. That was the worst. Second worst. First worst. Obama was bad. To let that happen. Just like the Somalians. They didn't come up with the fraud. These allegations are pointing, allegedly, to Tim Walz and Omar. They didn't organize this. But hey, if somebody's giving you stuff, you're going to take it. So it's just nuts. It's nuts to me that they continue to fight Trump and they don't come up with anything that's better. If they came out with something, a lot of these aren't going to believe me, but if they came out with something tomorrow and said, all right, we have a health care that's a savings plan that can help out a lot of Americans and bring down the cost. And these insurance companies, that's fraud too. They're ripping us off. It's going over state line. Come up with a solution why I should have to pay for a pap smear and I'm a man. Or a woman should pay for prostate. It's all messed up. Obamacare is shit. So they need to work harder, come up with something that's good, and guess what? I'll listen. I might even say, hey, I like that person. I might follow that person and learn more about he or she. Who knows? I might even vote. But until that happens, and I don't think it's going to happen in our lifetime. Well, at least for 20 years. I don't know. That's my thoughts. I haven't seen anything they've done to help us out. At all. I'm still thinking. I'm waiting for anybody to put anything in here. What the Democrats of recent have done. Nothing. They got us in the wars. That's what they did. And open borders. And brought gas prices up. And bankrupt us. And add homeless that we help out. Many people are homeless because of that previous administration. Greediness too. And people could not afford their heating bills. Interest rates out of control. First-time home buyers can't get a house. Rents more than a mortgage. Because of what? 85% because of the previous administration. And I found out months ago that Elizabeth Warren, if you don't know who she is, look her up, was the ringleader. Her and Barack Obama were running this country. Absolutely. I'm still waiting to see what Biden administration did. So I ask you to ask yourself this. Midterms, vote. Because we can't have to lose the House or the Senate. Can't. So go out and vote. This is good. Blue wave in midterms. No chance. Zero. Sorry to break your heart. Sorry. You better go have a scotch. 0% chance. Not when you're not helping. Were you not just listening to me? But it's okay. Think blue. We'll be red. Ain't happening. It's not happening because they don't care. We've been talking for a long time on the fraud. That doesn't help. And even if these allegations, or even if Tim Walz wasn't involved, he's stupid. He needs to be stepped down. All right. California, it's a shame what happened in California. It's you know, it's so beautiful. Nice oceans. Too cold to go in. Beautiful mountain skiing, and good food, and it's ruined. Not by the people. Don't take it out on the people. Governor. The governors. Reagan was the only one. What's up, Texas? Happy birthday. It's your birthday? Is it really? Phoenix, happy birthday. Don't you hate when people say, is it really? Yeah, I'm putting it out there. I say that because I get a lot of this, that, whatever, but happy birthday. For those who are saying hi, hello. Thank you. Hey, thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, we appreciate it on behalf of the channel. If you haven't subscribed, thank you so much. We do help out the homeless on here. Each and every day we have short videos, and our memberships will forward it off to the homeless people. We love doing that on here on behalf of me and my family. Yes, I'm Italian. Subscribe. You have to be kidding. Thank you. Paul, thank you. Appreciate you. How you been? High five, fist bump. Thank you. Thank you for the $20 donation and help sponsoring today's live. We appreciate it. We continue these lives and continue to forward it off to the homeless. Thank you so much, each and every one of you, for liking, subscribing. And even if you didn't hit the like, we appreciate you. Still in Vegas. Thank you, Whiskey. Tango, 26. I like that. 20. You know, every time I see that, think about it. I remember when it was 1976. Now it's 2026. Holy shit. Crazy. Scary, crazy, funny, good. Going to be a great year. Be positive, people. Be positive. On yourself, not just on Trump. Trump, be positive. Good big tax breaks. More money in your pocket. If you were paying in taxes, you're not going to pay as much. Bama, what's happening? I send your gift out. I sent in the mail yesterday. Is anybody else losing track of days? What the hell day is it? Tuesday. I sent it out Monday, Bama. You should get that beautiful Trump towel by Friday. Please let me know when you get it. Thank you for that donation the other night. And we helped out a couple homeless, so appreciate it. Don't worry about the mail. Not worrying about it. You're a great subscriber and you donated before. Thank you. No problem. Yeah, big tax breaks. We're all going to be getting them. Seniors, young, old, electric cars, gasoline cars, hybrid cars, no tax on tips, seniors, overtime, a lot of stuff happening. But it's going to be a great year. Wait to the third quarter. Wow. It's going to be great. As long as the Democrats don't interfere. Ardell, always good to see you, my friend. I'm out of towels. Might have one left. Maybe I don't. Bobby, get more towels and more hats if you support Trump, or you have a friend who supports Trump, or a relative. We'll be getting more hats, caps in for Trump, because he's our president for a long time, Bama. God be with him. How is Trump making America great? Keeping us safe. More money in our pocket. More fazools. Three more years. God be with him, though. 3 more years. Got to keep him safe, too. You know, we can't forget about the assassination attempt. We need to get a thorough investigation who was really behind that. And I'm not blaming Democrats. I'm just saying whoever it was. Iranians. But I would love to see that be accomplished. Kash Patel. Well, really, we should never forget Epstein files are very important. I mean that. John F. Kennedy. I know what happened when that. But, yeah. Martin Luther King. Yeah. But we really got to. I'm hoping that Kash Patel. I'm not a big fan of Pam Bondi. Can work their magic in finding out the truth on that Butler assassination on Donald Trump. I hope we can get some information more. We know who the shooter, but we want to know who the hell was behind it. You know, I would love to know. Wouldn't you? Well, yeah, we got to keep them safe for the 3 more years. It's going to be sad to see Bongino go. I like Dan Bongino. I've called him out too. But I understand he wasn't getting along with Pam Bondi. And he didn't like how she fumbled the Epstein file. So he's gone in January. No, I don't have a GAD. I don't have nothing. I have a cigar, though. All right. The thing about cigars is good cigars, all cigars can start off okay. But if a good cigar is getting really good at the end, you got a good cigar. Of course, you guys are making it a good cigar. So thank you. Thank you for the donation. I don't agree with a lot of your positions. Thank you. But I'm glad we have commonality and helping out the homeless, especially during the winters. I appreciate that. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for your donation. Yeah. Once again, I don't ask anybody. Of course, I wouldn't ask them who they voted for or anything like that. Or if they're gay, they're straight, or where they're from. We see people out in the street. We help them out. It has nothing to do with politics. And that's what, excuse me, that's what all of us, well, excuse me, that's what the government should be doing. More. Both sides, Republicans and Democrats. And I will call Trump out because he said we're going to do more to help out the homeless. He's got a lot to do, but that's what we all should be doing. You know, never, and not just homeless. It could be a neighbor. It don't have to just be Christmas. But if you see somebody struggling or, you know, common sense, what have we been saying for the last 2 hours already, over 2 hours. Common sense, helping out your neighbors and helping out people in need, you know. But AD, thank you. But yeah, I have no problem. I call people out, you know. If they're supporting your state and city and they're not doing the job that you elected them, then you call them out. You pick up that phone and you say, what's going on? Where's the help? Where's the help for the homeless? You know, where's the help? Where's our taxpaying money gone? You know, call them out. Oh, I called them out during unemployment. All of them. They wanted to arrest me. I went right to the governor mansion. I don't know how many he's been subscribing. I went right to Steve Sisolak. He was our governor at the time. Oh, I went right after him. And I don't mean physically after him, but I went right to him. That was fraud there too with our governor. Vegas was the second to last state to implement PUA. By the way, Trump, he's the one. People are self-employed. Most people don't pay enough. What are we going to do? You shut down the nation? We're going to help out struggling Americans. But the state of Nevada was horrible. 3 directors got fired. And our governor, Sisolak, he's another one who lost on a landslide. Did nothing. Fraud on that too. Where was all that money gone? Then they wanted money back. They handed money out to the people and they wanted it back because they didn't have all the information. However, illegals, they were getting everything. So, I never want to experience that again. Do you? Shutting down the nation? Ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, I'm entitled to my opinion, we should have never shut down more than 2 days. 2. And then when they did open, I love cigars. You were able to get, I love cigars. You were able to get cigars, you were able to get booze, but you couldn't do that. It was all these rules. That's what they want, to control us. The Democrats want, the new Democrat Party wanted to control us. And let me tell you something. If they get in again and they have an advantage to take a situation like a COVID or anything else, mosquito virus, drinking virus, smoking virus, you name it, or I will. They'll shut us down. They'll control us and tell us when to eat. That'll be next. What you can eat, what you can't eat. Control. Never in this lifetime. No Republican or Democrat should control us. Tell us when to work, when not to work. Give out unemployment and take it back. Don't get me wrong. There was a lot of people taking advantage of it. Of American people. There was. Let's be honest. But there was a lot of people who just, elderly people, didn't know how to get on the damn computer. It was horrible. There was a lot of people who never got a dime. Who lost their homes, their apartments, their vehicles. Because they didn't be eligible for unemployment. And that's a shame. That whole thing was a big mess up. Nancy Pelosi, piece of shit she is. Don't get me started with her. I'm glad to see she'll be retiring. Another fraud. her, Bill Gates, and a lot of the politicians, 2 weeks prior to the shutdown, their money was pulled out of the stock market. And people say, oh, they were just smart. They were lucky. What lucky? They knew. They knew. Trump didn't do it. And that's a fact. And on stimulus checks, Trump goes high, she goes low. Trump goes higher, she goes low. What a Scotia Nancy Pelosi was, huh? With that said, though, I didn't want anybody to go into her husband's house and do that. See, that's the difference between Republicans and common sense. We didn't. I mean, what happened? To beat up her husband? No, we don't tolerate that. That's a no-no. We don't wish that on anybody. All right, guys, I'll read a few more. We're going to head off. I got to work tomorrow. I got to... Anybody else got to work tomorrow? Anybody else? Anybody off New Year's Day? I hope so. Anybody going out? Dancing? New Year's Eve? Anybody go out anymore? On New Year's Eve? Tell you what we will be doing. If you're not going out, and I hope you are, go out. But if you're not, I'm not. We will be live on New Year's Eve. Don't know what time yet, but we will be live for a little bit and have a little fun and have a little champagne and celebrate. Yeah, I'll have my cigar. And celebrate New Year's Eve. So make sure you like, subscribe, have all notifications on, and we will be live. So mark it down. New Year's Eve, we will be live and have some fun. Hey, guys, I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much for being here. A lot of fun. Fraud, Minnesota. Allegedly, if these are true, charges got to be put, and these people that are involved should be held responsible and be in jail. And if they weren't involved and they were stupid, then they need to step down. Hey, I'm out of here, guys. Have a great night. God bless you and your family. If I don't see you, Happy New Year. God bless you and your family. Be safe if you do go out. Be safe. Have fun. Have a drink if you know you can drink. Have a cigar if you want to have a cigar. Eat ice cream, eat pizza, whatever the hell you want to do in your own house. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Life is short, guys. God bless you and your family. God bless Trump. God bless the homelessness. We help out the homeless on here. Thank you so much. Whether you support Trump or not, we appreciate it. God bless. Have a great night. See ya. Take care. Say hello to somebody once in a while. God bless. Oh, it got cold.